Alright, what's up everyone? Welcome to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel. Today I'm going to go over Facebook ads conversion tracking for your Shopify website. So I'm going to teach you how to set up conversion tracking for your Shopify website so you can track purchases, when people add products to cart, and really everything that's happening on your Shopify website back into your Facebook advertising account. So in order to get started, you're going to need a business manager account through Facebook. So if you just do a quick Google search, how to create a business manager, it's a really easy step-by-step process. The other thing you're going to need is a Facebook business page, and then you're also going to need a Shopify website. So with all three of those things, that's really what you need to get started. And through your business manager account, you can create an advertising account through Facebook. So all of your ads are going to be ran through Facebook Ads Manager. So that's what we're going to open first. Is we're going to come into Ads Manager here through Facebook, and you can see right here. So this is a sample campaign that was ran in the past, and you can see results right here. One purchase. It's going to show you the cost per result. So this actually shows you why you want to use conversion tracking, because ultimately what you're trying to do is get your costs per purchase as low as possible so you can drive as many purchases as possible on your website. So in order to set up conversion tracking, what you're going to do is you're going to come up to the menu here in the top left corner. You're going to click on it and you're going to go to pixels and conversions. And what that's going to do is it's going to open up a page that looks like this. So on this page, you're going to be able to see your Facebook pixel if you've created it already. If you haven't created it yet, what you want to do is click on add a new data source. So your page might look a little bit different than this if you haven't set up your Facebook pixel yet. But what you want to do first is click on add a new data source, and you want to create a new Facebook pixel. So that's going to allow you to track everything on your Shopify website. So once you have your Facebook pixel created, what you want to do is come into your Facebook pixel here. So we're going to open up a new screen. So if you click on your existing pixel, or as you're setting up your Facebook pixel, what you're going to see is there's going to be a pixel ID for your Facebook pixel. So what you want to do is you want to copy that ID. So you just copy it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come into Shopify. So you open up your Shopify website. And what you're going to do is you're going to go to Online Store, and you're going to come down to Preferences. So you can go right to your Shopify homepage, click on Online Store here, and go down to Preferences. So that's exactly where you set up your Google Analytics account and your Facebook Pixel ID. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your Facebook Pixel ID, you're just going to copy and paste it here. So it's a 16-digit ID, and when you set up your Facebook Pixel, you'll see it right away. You can also see it directly in your Facebook Pixel code. So you just want to take that 16-digit number, copy and paste it here, and click on Save. So once you do that, you can come back over to the Facebook pixel screen here. You want to open your pixel, and then under setup here, you want to do set up new events. So with Shopify, they make it very easy to set up events, which you can use when you're using conversion tracking. So we're going to click up set up new events here, and it's going to say add the events you'd like to track. And right here under e-commerce and retail, so you want to click on that from the drop down here. And then what you want to do is under the event name here, so they're going to be able to track different events that happen on your website. You can enable all of these if you want. So view content, you just come here, click on send event parameters, and you just keep it as track event on page load. So we're going to put that up. Now we're going to come down here a little bit. You can make sure you do add to cart. Now the most important thing to do here, so you just click on send event parameters, and that's it. And then we're going to come down a little bit more. The main thing you want to do is purchase. So you can do all of these if you want to, but the main thing you want to do is purchase, send event parameters. And for mine, I didn't even need to set up these conversion value or currency or anything like that. It's sending the actual conversion value every time someone does purchase from my website. Now, if it doesn't send those, you might want to use the actual integration directly with Facebook advertising and Shopify and make sure it's sending those event parameters for you. Otherwise, what you can do is put in a conversion value here. So you can enter a static value here. So let's just say the average order value on your website is $50. You can just enter $50 there. And you can enter your currency as well. So you would just do US dollars if that's the currency on your website. So it's really that simple to set up conversion value as well. And I'll show you why you want to track conversion value as well as the actual purchase itself. Okay, and then we're just going to close this here and we're going to click on done. Now you can do test event setup, so then you go on different pages on your website to make sure everything is set up properly, but we're going to click on done here. And now what you can see is this is just from today. So this is different events that are being tracked on my website. So you can see page view here, 71 page views, 18 view content, 1 purchase. You can do add to cart. There's been 2 add to carts today. So it's really that simple, and it's going to allow you to track everything that's happening on your website. So you just take that pixel ID, enter it on the preferences screen in your Shopify store, And then when you come over to Ads Manager here, you can see there's one purchase here, $94.26 per purchase. That's how much was spent on this campaign. So we scroll over a little bit to the right here. You can see website purchases 1, purchases conversion value $49.95. So it's going to actually pull in the value from what people have purchased on the website. So then you want to make sure that you're getting your cost per result underneath the actual conversion value and really as low as possible, because that's going to maximize your return on ad spend. And the main thing with conversion tracking is when you click on create a new campaign here, you can scroll down, you can click on conversions here. So we'll just go to conversions. So there's other things you might want to do here, but I'm just going to click on continue for right now just to show you the example. So you can see conversions, and then under conversion here, you can see that you can optimize for different conversions happening on your website. So one is add to cart right here. If I click, what you can do is just go through the drop down, and then now we're optimizing for purchases. So I'm going to go through this in a little bit more detail in my Facebook ads tutorial for Shopify websites, but you can see right here, we're optimizing for purchases now on our website. So anytime there's a purchase, Facebook ads is going to continue to optimize for more purchases happening on our website. And really all we need to do is take that Facebook pixel ID and add it to our Shopify store on the preferences page, click on save, and it's really that simple. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments section. Thanks for watching my video today, and make sure you subscribe to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel. Okay, just a quick disclaimer. So all of these videos are being done on behalf of a client, zerocompressionbackbrace.com. So there's certain information I'm not going to show to you in terms of sales data and things like that. Now, if you have any questions, make sure you leave them in the comments section. But because this client has allowed me to create videos using their website and using their advertising accounts, it allows me to release these videos for free rather than giving you a paid course. So if you do need a back brace, go to zerocompressionbackbrace.com. Otherwise, keep watching our Shopify videos. Thank you for watching our videos. And now back to it.